Hi, how you doing? Welcome to CPO. In this video, we're gonna look at more than 15 clues to see how we could have figured out who the killers were before Detective Blanc. In the murder sequence, when Judd is leaving, he tries to cover the flask by a small cake on the door. The sound of the flask is heard because it's metal. Dr. Ned also obviously reaches down to take the remote out of his pocket for activating the first wolf's head. When Martha is distracting the others so that Dr. Ned can insert the dagger into Monsignor, you can notice the wolf's heads changing because the directions are different. The important photo that Blanc, Judd, and Geraldine examine several times, two lambs, two devils, and two wolf heads, are clues that these two heads are swapped and we have two killers. Dr. Nat kills Samson, Martha kills Dr. Nat by swapping coffee cups, and both of them are involved in the murder of Monsignor. When Monsignor meets with them, he says, "I want to retire, but first I'll destroy you all." There he points out everyone's flaws and bad deeds except Martha. It's clear that Martha has done something that he can't talk about here. Also, Monsignor's strike after Martha's confession was very suspicious, and we'll find out the reason later. Lights and shadows also help in storytelling. When the situation is unclear and Blanc can't put the puzzle pieces together, the light goes out, and when he has a revelation, the light comes back in. The play of light and shadow at the beginning is also very important and hints at many things. First, Grace's scandal and her search for the diamond, then the thing that causes Monsignor to die, which is gonna place inside the crucifix there, and finally, the person who is about to die and the main suspect in his murder, Judd. The first priest, who is deciding how to punish Judd, tells Judd that the world is like a wolf and we must fight it. Judd disagrees, but ultimately he must fight the wolf to prove his innocence. That cross behind them is also like the last cross. The point where it becomes clear who the killers were is when it seems like Monsignor has returned from the dead, and we remember that the last people to interact with his coffin were Dr. Nat and Martha. Rian Johnson said that Apple wouldn't let him to use iPhone for a villain in Knives Out 1, but here Dr. Nat had an iPhone. When Sai is looking for his inheritance, Judd tells him that the only inheritance you have is this church and I'm eager for you to return to it. He's very vaguely referring to the diamond placed inside the church. The baseball TV glitch also tells us that the wolf's head moved after Monsignor's fall, so he was probably unconscious with the drug during this time. The problem with Knives Out 3 is that the suspects are eliminated much more easily than the two previous Knives Outs. Rian Johnson doesn't focus on the type characters he creates, so they don't come across as suspects at all, but it's still a very good mystery to learn. Thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, see you soon.